Good morning, pipe smokers. I wanted to do a little intro for a video that I made yesterday. It's a YABO that you'll see in a minute. You can tell I don't get that many of those because I'm waving the box around like an imbecile, and you can see not only my address but the sender's address, and you can also tell that I'm a little bit of a Luddite when it comes to doing video editing. Obviously that's something I have to get better at if I'm gonna continue to post videos. I couldn't figure out how to blur the addresses, so I just put like a black box over it. It looks like crap, but I think it accomplished the purpose at least, so that's why you see that there. So with no further ado, I'll attach this to the video that I took yesterday and I'll get it posted, period. I did actually originally post the video for just a few minutes before the light bulb went off and I realized that you might be able to see those addresses, so I quickly took it down, edited it, and then I'm reposting it now. So that's the story there. Hello YTPC, it's Cactus Piper, Lola, tuxedos around here somewhere. I just received a package in the mail. It's a YABO. Here. I'm going to show it to you in a minute. I've already opened it. Luckily for you, I did, or you would have been subjected to seeing a grown man in tears. The package is from Mr. Ewert, but I digress. Mr. Ewert, I have no words. I can tell you that I don't deserve this. I did nothing to deserve it. And I honestly think that this is probably the nicest thing that anyone who isn't family has ever done for me. And maybe even then. I don't think there is anything that I can do to repay you, sir. Maybe can I pay your mortgage next month? Maybe hire a hitman for Carlos Mendoza, perhaps. By the way, twinsies, as I said. Maybe I can trade a newborn to Baba Yaga for your everlasting health. I don't know. I thank you most wholeheartedly from the bottom of my soul. I'll show the package in a moment, but I'm gonna gather myself and relight my pipe. I'll do my housekeeping here real quick. This is nothing to compare. This is a stand well that I got off of Etsy. It has some decent grain there and a plateau top. Got it for a pretty reasonable price. And I got in the mail today as well some of the new Carolina Red Flake with Perique. I won't try to do a review. I've seen a couple of reviews on it already. I've seen some that say it's meh. I've seen some that say it's great. I think I read that the first release came out in 2016 and it's been every couple of years since then, so maybe it's come out 4 times since then, 5 times. I have one can that I got 2 years ago, which I haven't opened yet, so I don't have anything else to compare it to other than the standard Carolina Red Flake, which I have had, and I think this is pretty good. I definitely can taste the Perique. So if it's still available, I don't know, but I recommend that you get get some if you like that. Onto the YABO that made a grown man weep. I knew something was up when I saw the international tracked airmail. I was thinking I don't know anybody overseas that would be sending me anything. It does say YABO on it and Cactus Piper, so I knew it had to be from the YTPC. And then I also noted that it says LCS Briars there. That sent me into panic mode. And then I opened up said package, and there was a lovely photo in here of my doggy Lola. And it says, "This is Lola. I asked Mr. Simon to make this pipe for the best master in the whole world." And it says, "Go Tigers, go Mets" on it. And I almost lost it. But I'm going to show you the pipe that Mr. Ewert had made for me. And I'm a little choked up because this is magnificent. I want you all to look at this. I don't know if this can even begin to do it justice. And you probably won't be able to see it, but it says Lola on it. How awesome is that? How awesome is that? Mr. Ewert, you are a gentleman and a scholar. I owe you. All right, let me take a moment to gather myself. Okay, I'm back. Whew. A couple of deep breaths. In honor of Mr. Ewert, I think I will share my Tuxedo the cat acquisition story. Lola, say hi. Lola, come back here. Come back here. Come here. Say hi. Come here. Say hi and say thank you. Say thank you. Right. Sit. Speak. 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 Good girl. She says thank you. Tuxedo. Tux. Tux, come here. Come here, kitty. This is Tuxedo. Say hi, Tuxedo. Hi, YTPC. Hi, YTPC. You got a big belly right here. Tux is 5, and he was a stray. And I'll see if you can see, there's a gate right there. And there's a little hole underneath that gate. And one day, about 5 years ago, a little kitten crawled under that little hole on a rainy, cold February morning. My girlfriend was out here having a cigarette. I was still in bed. This poor kitty cat had an eye infection, a sinus infection, smelled like cat pee, and looked like hell. And she said, "Look what I found." And I said, "No, we're not gonna keep him. I had just had to have my previous dog put down, and I was kind of still in mourning over that." And I knew that the Humane Society took kittens because kittens are very adoptable, and he was a kitten. So we called the Humane Society, and we made an appointment to take him in. I think this was either Saturday or Sunday morning. He came into the backyard. They had an appointment available on Tuesday for us to bring him in. We took him in. And of course he had those 3 days to grow on us. Took him in. They came in and they said, okay, you ready to, we'll take him, we'll definitely find him a home. He's a beautiful cat. He needs some, medical attention, obviously. But we can definitely find a place for him. You don't have to worry about him being put down or anything like that, which is what I was concerned about. And they said, we'll give you we'll eat, the person left, said, we'll give you a few minutes to make sure of your decision. She left, and the second she left, we looked at each other and said, no, we're keeping this kitty cat. And he's been an amazing cat ever since. I will say, he was a kitten. Probably his eyes were open, so probably 3 months old, something like that. And then right after that, we ended up getting Lola. So Lola was a puppy, so they were about the same age. So he grew up with Lola. So he kind of thinks he's a dog. He has a lot of dog behaviors, which makes him very much character. One of these days I'll post some pictures or videos of how they interact with each other and get along. Lola's in her pool over here. Because it's really quite entrancing. But anyway, I wanted to share that story for all the cat lovers out there, and particularly in honor of But I Digress, for the amazing gift he's bestowed upon me. Hopefully my story will bring you a little bit of joy. I'm sure I'll have more to say about this once I've had more time to process what I've received. But again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, sir. And just again, as many people have said and shown, the YTPC is one of the most generous groups out there, and here is another example of just how generous it can be. So I hope everybody has a wonderful evening and a wonderful week. I will talk to you soon.